Now on CoastTV News.
His legacy, our love, how the Rehoboth community and beyond remembered a beloved motivational coach today. Turning a page in Delaware law, how libraries will be protected upon the governor's signature. Paid parking ending almost. Which meters go dark tomorrow?
And we're going to need umbrellas this week. Brace for a rainy week ahead. More on what I'm tracking coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Remembering Red Ryan Ennis. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to CoastTV News at 6. We begin tonight with donations pouring in for a family here in Sussex County. Ryan Ennis was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2021 and passed away this June, but his memory definitely lives on. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us how people came together in Sussex to support the Ennis family.
Rachel Richardson is taking time to create a vision board, a way to honor and remember who Ryan Red Ennis was.
Great overall person, no matter what. He was super consistent, resilient, all the things that I strive to be.
Ennis, known to many as Red Ryan, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2021. He fought bravely for nearly 4 years before passing away this June. To celebrate his life, Lisa Berlin, owner of the station on Kings, helped organize a fundraiser in Shellville.
Everybody, as you can see, is coming out to support him today and to raise funds for his family.
Inside, there was music, face painting, food, balloon art for children, and a community coming together to honor Ennis.
He has the 6 principles of life that we have posted here. Ryan just had a lot of very encouraging, motivational sayings that he had.
The event featured raffles, an auction of vacations, and admission donations, all raising money to support his family. Thousands of dollars have already been collected.
Very inspirational and encouraging, and made you just want to be the best version of yourself without saying a word.
If you would like to donate but couldn't attend today's event, there's currently a GoFundMe page for Red's family. I'm Kevin Zappé in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
And we have much more on Ennis's legacy and how to support right now on CoastTV.com. A new bill in Delaware is aimed to protect access for books and schools and public libraries. It's called the Freedom to Read Act, House Bill 119. The legislation says books cannot be banned because of who wrote them, their background, or their viewpoints. And it makes clear books also can't be pulled from shelves due to ideological, political, or religious objections. Under the bill, both public and school libraries must create clear policies for how book challenges are handled. Any book under review must stay available until the process is finished. The governor expects to sign the bill on Monday. And that's not the only bill Governor Matt Meyer is signing. His office says Senate Bill 80 protects people from strategic lawsuits against public participation, SLAPP, that leverage courts to silence criticism. The governor says this new legislation will strengthen Delaware's current anti-SLAPP law and also ensure First Amendment rights. Take a look here. It's 113 and Centerview Drive. That is near the BJ's and Texas Roadhouse in Millsboro for reference. And that's where police say a motorcyclist was killed. According to troopers, the crash was around 7 p.m. Saturday. Troopers say the motorcycle didn't stop at the red light and was speeding when it struck a turning car. The biker from York, Pennsylvania, was thrown from the bike and killed. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Ocean View as we turn it over to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, right now we're enjoying we're rounding the last corner of a gorgeous weekend, and I think Monday's going to be just fine. However, by the time we clock Tuesday and Wednesday, well, we're going to have to pull out the umbrellas because rain is coming our direction. Now, in Rehoboth right now, we're holding at 71 degrees with the winds right now moving at about 9 miles per hour. Now, we'll drop back to 68 degrees as early as 10 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now, you'll notice we're going to become increasingly cloudy as we go throughout the day, and that's going to be the big deal. Now, we've actually dropped in temperature in the last 24 hours in Georgetown and Salisbury, but ever so slightly at this point. We've had temperatures in the 70s. We're at 73 in Milton, Millsboro, as well as Georgetown, and we're in the low 70s along the beaches. is as well. The winds are coming off the water, gusting up to about 14 miles per hour Indian River Inlet, about 10 mile per hour wind gusts for us at Rehoboth Beach as well as Bethany Beach. Now, we do have small craft advisories that are active from Ocean City down towards Chincoteague, but that's also a concern for us for Lewis, Rehoboth, Dewey Beach, Bottom Hills, and along Highway 1. Now, coming up, we're going to talk about the timing of that rain and whether it's going to be a severe situation or just really in your way, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. Kind of hard to believe, but it's been 1 year since medical waste washed up on Delmarva's beaches, closing many for days. Items like pill bottles and syringes were found all the way from Assateague up to Lewis. Now, to this day, neither state nor federal agencies have revealed a cause for the waste yet. Happening right now, a vigil for slain conservative activist Charlie Kirk is taking place. Organized by the Sussex Republicans, the vigil started at 5:30 p.m. at the Georgetown Circle. Organizers say the candlelight and prayer vigil will be a time of reflection, remembrance, and resolve. And the man accused of shooting Charlie Kirk is on special watch. The Utah County Sheriff's Office says Tyler Robinson is being held in a special housing unit so staff can keep a close eye on him. Robinson will remain under enhanced supervision until he completes a mental health evaluation. Well, you won't hear the sound of parking meters much more as they go off tomorrow in most coastal towns. Rehoboth, Dewey, Fenwick, and Bethany, those meters stop tomorrow. But parking at the beach in Lewis will cost you through September 30th. And even later in downtown Lewis, that's till October 14th. At the Ocean City Inlet, you have to pay the meter through Halloween. Still to come on Coast TV News at 6, taking a look at the Indian River Inlet, another major project starting there this week.
Wet weather will rule this work week. More on what I'm tracking coming up.
But first, flying through the 4th Street Forest, the next steps for this preserve happening in a matter of hours when we come right back.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Exciting news in Lewis. After years of fundraising efforts, settlement on the 4th Street Forest is happening Monday. The Greater Lewis Foundation raised the money and will transfer the property to the city, who will keep that parcel open space right in downtown Lewis. Heads up, Rehoboth drivers, Munson and Christian Streets will be worked on starting tomorrow. The city says it will replace water mains and pave the streets through Wednesday. Sunday Night Football on Coast TV is back tonight. The Atlanta Falcons visit the Minnesota Vikings. Coverage right here starts at 7, but please stay afterwards with us for your hyper-local news.
This work week, scattered showers are expected to show up, not tonight, but during the week, that's for sure. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm tracking and when it's going to possibly be on your doorstep. First, before I get started, I want to thank everyone that came out for the prostate cancer walk. It was a raving success. We tested a whole lot of folks and got free screenings for folks. It was a tremendous effort. I'm thankful to all the staffing here at Coast TV and all of our partners, and thankful for you for showing up, for you for just thinking well of the project. All right, so our forecast looking pretty good till we get to Tuesday. So Ocean City right now, we're looking pretty clear, beautiful. Temperatures in the 70s right now for the most part. The one exception, of course, is Redden right now, coming in at 80 degrees. Everyone else is in the 70s. We're at 78 in Harrington, but 72 in Delmar, as well as Gumboro, as well as Bethany Beach and Millsboro. The high today, 81 degrees. And just in case you were wondering, 81 degrees is just 1 degree above the norm for this time of the year. 93 is actually the record high set in 1962. Live radar is indicating, hey, listen, we have a little bit in the way of scattered cloud cover in place, and we do have a flood statement that's active until 10 o'clock for right now. But we're going to keep a close eye on that because we have a trough that's to our north. And a trough is kind of like an elongated low pressure system that could bring some instability our way. And sometimes it just brings about extra cloud cover. This time around, this joker may bring a little random scattered or sprinkle our way. And it's very fidgety is the best way I could describe it. So it's not a sure bet, and it's not something that's that you can really depend on. It's very quirky. 79 for the high in Seaford and Laurel going into tomorrow. Becoming cloudy for tomorrow with winds out of the east. We're expecting 79 in Cambridge and 76 for us in Berlin and Ocean City. But the winds are going to be really unpleasant and rude, okay, Tuesday, particularly right around lunchtime. Look at the winds are knifing at about 46 miles per hour. That's significant. That's going to cause some problems for us, and that's for Tuesday afternoon as well. And they really won't back off until late Tuesday night going to early Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we'll still have a chance of some scattered showers. So Monday, we start off clear, for the most part, temperatures in the 60s. Cloud cover goes a little bit on the increase with temperatures in the mid-70s. 76 in Millsboro and in Milton, for example, 77 in Georgetown. Winds are out of the northeast. Then Tuesday, we start off a bit cloudier, and we have thick cloud cover for the beaches, Dewey Beach, all the way down towards Ocean City. And as we go into mid-morning, it becomes cloudy. We have some sprinkles that'll begin to dance through going into the evening hours. You see, we have a low-pressure system that's going to sit right here close to us. Isolated thunderstorms possible, but not looking for severe weather, at least so far. But it's going to be good because we need to break the dry weather pattern that we're dealing with. We take a look at the projections for our rain, and we're looking at rain possibly on Tuesday going into Wednesday, but it's really Tuesday night going into Wednesday where we're going to have the highest opportunity for that. So I changed to a different model that kind of demonstrates it a little bit better. The counterclockwise circulation right here, you see with the arrows, that's pushing its way along Wednesday going into Thursday, and then we still drop off a little bit of rain going into late Thursday night. That being the case, we're expecting cloudy skies and a chance of rain for the next 2 to 3 days in a row in Chincoteague. It's going to stay cloudy there. We'll see a little more in the way of sunshine Monday in Fenwick Island and Ocean City, but Tuesday and Wednesday, rain and thunderstorms. Lewis, we're going to have clear skies for us as far as the rain is concerned, 77. But on Tuesday, particularly Tuesday evening, going into all of Wednesday, and Wednesday we could see some thunderstorms flare up, particularly in the early morning hours. So we got to be watchful of that. So ultimately, clouds building up, fog possibly late in some isolated pockets. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies and mild and 76. I say tomorrow's my safe day. We're going to be okay. All right. Then we go into Tuesday. We start off partly cloudy, but then showers are going to develop into the late afternoon going into the evening hours, so be mindful of that. And for Tuesday night, it could get a little bit rocky with some thunderstorms paying us a visit. So Tuesday, we're going with a yellow alert day, okay, particularly in the evening time. I just don't like how some things are stacking up right now. They seem awfully, well, I'll say meteorologically suspicious at this point.
Paul, thank you. And listen to this, Paul. This is a story for you. Okay. Coffee lovers, brace yourself because prices are on a double espresso high. Retail coffee costs jumped more than 20% in August compared to that time last year. That's the biggest spike since 1997. Economists point to tariffs on major coffee exporters like Brazil. The football season, we'd already told you it's back on. You have Sunday Night Football here tonight. And guess what? The flock is flying on 100.9% classic country. From the first snap to the final whistle, you can hear the Baltimore Ravens game. Now listen to them right here on Delmarva. Every drive, every touchdown all season for the Ravens on 100.9 classic country. That's your home for Ravens football. Speaking of football, we're celebrating that sport and those who make the game musical. A look at how we're highlighting local marching bands when Coast TV News returns. The makers of Tylenol reportedly met with RFK Jr. to try and dissuade him from linking the over-the-counter pain medicine to autism. Recent reports suggest the agency will issue an analysis linking the use of acetaminophen during pregnancy to the development of autism. Well, fall isn't just for football, it's for marching band too. The Delmarva Sports Network will cover 6 marching band competitions featuring over a dozen schools from across the peninsula. These competitions will stream exclusively on DSN+. The first one is scheduled for Saturday, September 20th. Still to come on Coast TV News at 6, more work headed to the Indian River Inlet seen here from above. How much sand will be moved to replenish the north side? Petty John Road, which I drive a lot, it's going to be closed between Gravel Hill Road and Prettyman Road. Here's a map of the area. DelDOT says that starts Monday at 7 a.m. for the week. DelDOT says it's necessary for a horizontal jack and bore for an off-site water main. More beach nourishment is coming to the Indian River Inlet. According to Delaware Seashore State Park, equipment will be placed starting Monday to move 500,000 cubic yards of sand from the Ebb Shoal onto the beach. Now, parking and parts of the beach will close 1,000 feet at a time, starting at the North Jetty and then going north. Monday's work comes just 2 weeks after local, state, and federal leaders gathered at the inlet to discuss the future of Delaware's coastlines. They highlighted work completed over the past year and those upcoming projects like we just mentioned. $80 million in federal funding has been secured to support the efforts, which leaders say is critical in a lot of ways.
We have projects to restore the beach and make sure it is protected and available not only for recreation but for protection. But then you have the jetty work that the Corps is doing to actually make the inlet functional and keep it in good shape for navigation going in and out.
Jetty restoration is planned for next year. Let's take a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach. Ooh, a very different scene out there than it was just a few hours ago. One more check on your forecast after this. Here's some images from space that are pretty incredible. The Webb telescope captured spectacular fireworks happening on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy. Scientists at NASA describe the eruption of gases as a, quote, volcanically growing monster star. I knew you'd like that story, Paul.
I do, because it's very fascinating. Space makes you realize how small the Earth really is. All right, so in Dover right now, we're at 75 degrees. We'll drop to 69 by 10 o'clock. And by the way, as far as our day part forecast is concerned for tomorrow, we're looking for it to stay dry for tomorrow, but winds are picking up momentum. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. It's sponsored by the losses of Bruxett, Mendalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Listen, we're going to call for a yellow alert evening for Tuesday evening going into Wednesday. So just keep that in mind because we're looking at 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts late.
No joke. All right. Thank you, Paul. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news and local weather, download our app. Please join us tonight after Sunday Night Football. Until then, have a great night.